Okay, so I get questions about what I bring for painting. So basically, uh, some sort of tripod, basically a heavy duty one. You can go cheap on them, but cheap will only last you so long. So maybe invest in something no more than $100, under 120, I think. That's how much this was. Next thing to have while you go painting, plein air painting, is some sort of poche box. You could do a French easel, the ones that kind of unfold. Any type of thing that can hold your paint and your canvas at the same time. This is a Strata, so this is pricier. I got it used, really good sale from somebody. I bought it off of somebody used. They took good care of it. I'm taking good care of it. This is a really small one, so really pay attention to what you want to do. If you want to go paint really big outside, this is probably not going to do it for you. If you're going to do smaller, be quick, have things on the go, pack up really fast, and put it in your bag and hike somewhere kind of rural and hard to get to, this is a small one like this would work. So the next thing on the list that you should have is some sort of like fanny pack. This is probably like a really big fanny pack. This is a custom made one. I can give you the artist's info if you want one, but it's as big as a fanny pack. I use it to carry my paints. Hangs off the easel or the tripod, and paints are fast, accessible, and I have all my other like little accessories and clamps, water, knife or viewfinder all in there ready to go. So yeah, bag with paints. So the next order of material or merchandise to get for plein air painting is get yourself a reliable bag, something that's made quality so it doesn't fall apart on you in the field. I've had bags tear and just not last very long. So in my opinion, this is probably another one that you can go cheap. You can go like a JanSport school backpack. I've seen all types of bags, but if you want it to last a long time, you want to invest in something that can be with you pretty much for all your painting journeys. The next one is just a simple, cheap water bottle with water. I use acrylics, so I need water to keep them moist and to clean up afterwards. So you need some water for that, and for I spritz a lot on my canvas to keep things so I can blend a little bit more and that sort of thing. I also have, it's not essential, but I'm getting old, so I have like a little tiny seat, like a little stool you can bring with me. I like to paint when I stand with my setup here, but I've been getting old and my back and my knees aren't like how they used to be, so I brought a little collapsible stool if I need it. So this is the poche box that I showed earlier, and then your little canvas here. So that's pretty much the essentials. The other things you're going to need, obviously, is if you're using acrylic, is a little spray bottle, your paints, of course, unless you're going to want to do some finger painting. And then this is for my water. I take these out and I connect my little dirty water container to it. I'll show it in a second. Okay, so the next thing is some paper towels to clean your brushes, which is, you gotta have brushes. And if you're gonna bring brushes, you know, you can make your own containers. You can buy containers, however you want. You just gotta make sure your brushes are secure, or else you're gonna get the tips of them and the bristles are gonna get all jacked up. I'm pretty frugal, so I make a lot of my stuff, or I get it cheap, unless it's like the good stuff that needs to last a long time. So that goes with brushes too. And then a sealable gasket kind of metal can to hang off your easel, the tripod. Some people like to put it on the ground. Mine's only dirty water, so I don't have to worry too much about it being very toxic, just as long as it's not toxic, spills on the ground or whatever. So I can seal it back up. And then one of the last things is you bring plenty of Ziploc bags. I bring at least 3, and the reason for that is I can carry the water in one bag and put it in there, and it won't spill around in my backpack. And then in case it's so windy that my tripod needs to be weighed down, if it's not enough, I can fill up my Ziploc bags full of sand and dirt, rocks, and throw it in my bag, and it'll still help keep the tripod down so I can keep painting. I think that's what I pretty much carry for so much. There's little things here and there. I love carabiners. Carabiners are great. You can attach them to anything. Last thing is it's not essential. I only had to. Here, I'll just show you. So I use the Leatherman all the time. If I need to fix something, if I need whatever, for tools or whatever. Now the pocket watch, or the pocket knife is mainly for show. I've only had to really brandish it one time for my safety, because this person was really crazy and it kind of rolled up on me, and I had to protect myself, and thank God I didn't have to use it. But it is useful for cutting things. If you need to dig in the ground to make your tripod a little more sturdy, a tool. Doesn't have to be a pocket knife. But it's also, you also want to think about, like, if you're out there painting, especially females, there's creepers out there, so you can get a Leatherman, and that way you don't fit the profile of having a blade on you. It's just kind of like, it's a Leatherman. It's gonna have a quality size blade in there. This one's a little longer and a little more scarier, so you do with what you want with that information. But that's what I carry. Time to get to work.